move up down some of it.
So it looks like he's straight across the line. Transmission says, don't tell me, tell microphone. What does that mean? Yeah, I've been sending Trey stuff, sending pictures and information that says, don't tell me, tell microphone. Question. I just said a question mark. Wow, that's a hard lick.
That's a lick.
Hello.
Well, that's okay. It's all
Hi,
right.
can you hear me?
Good, man. You?
Sorry, I'm having bad range. Can you hear me? Hi, can you hear me? I'm gonna start over here, but I'm gonna scan it. It won't be moving.
Oh, okay. Let me just go on camera real quick here. They are live streaming us right
I'm
now.
gonna need you to pan over to the school bus firewall.
Okay. All right. Okay. Okay, if you're just joining us, if you're just joining us right now, you're seeing our camera move around a lot. We're just getting into position. We are at the scene of a traffic accident involving a school bus. This is located on Snow Road, and it is probably about a half a mile north of Airport Boulevard. On Snow Road, if you know where the Maxwell Place subdivision is, that is the entrance. And it does look like you can see here, a pickup truck has hit the front of a school bus. And the school bus has damage on the driver's side. This has damage on the driver's side. So We're not sure if they were both going in the same direction. It appears they were going in opposite directions. But we do know that there were students on board. We do not know which school. I talked to a witness at the scene who just walked by me a moment ago. She didn't want to be interviewed, but she said she was here to do what she could. She said there were some small children aboard the bus. We do not know which school it was, but we do know they were younger children from what I understand. We know that there were some injuries. The bus didn't take as hard a lick as the truck does, or looks like it has. I mean, the school bus does have some damage to the front fender. The tire looks like it may be warped. It doesn't look like it's on straight, which means for a bus, that's a hard lick. But for this truck, you can see it's an even harder lick because, I mean, this truck is pretty much devastated in the front there. Would give one the impression that they were coming toward each other, traveling in opposite directions, but we don't have a police report yet. We know Aaliyah is here. They are investigating, and they have not told us anything just yet, but we're waiting to find out. We haven't had a chance to talk to any other witnesses, just other than just chatting with someone along the way. But right now it looks like the best thing that they can possibly do after doing the accident measurements and so forth, which I believe they've already done, is to try to get these vehicles out of the way and get traffic moving on Snow Road. There's no point in even trying to get on Snow Road right now between Airport and probably Tanner Williams, because it's stopped, it's blocked. Some people turning around way out there in the distance. I'm sure there's some people that might be concerned about your child. I wish we could tell you more. And I wish we could tell you the extent of injuries of the children. But, like I said, the truck looks much worse than the bus. So hopefully the kids are fine. I mean, there could be a few bumps and bruises, but we'll have to find out. And we're going to keep trying to talk to some folks if we can find them. But right now we're trying to just give you accident scene video right now to give you an idea of what's happened out here. And we haven't had anyone step forward yet with law enforcement to let us know anything. Okay, a lady who was going to get her child from daycare wanted to check and make sure that her child wasn't on the bus. She says her child is fine, but we're just checking to see if anyone here could tell us any more information. This is kind of that period when everybody's trying to get the accident report done, and they haven't got a chance to talk to police yet. I mean, to media yet. The police haven't. So we're gonna try to find that perfect moment when we can talk to someone and find out what this is all about. We haven't seen anybody with the school system out here yet. We are hoping we will eventually, but right now pretty much all we can give you are pictures until we can find someone we can speak with an authority. I do know I walked past an Aaliyah car out here, a state trooper's car. They will be the one writing the report on this most likely, and the officer was busy on his computer, I assume, trying to get information into headquarters. So right now they're trying to get the pickup truck onto the back of this wrecker. Still haven't seen anyone right now to approach about more information, but as soon as we do, we will let you know. Once again, if you're just joining us, we are on Snow Road. Snow Road, just north of Airport, probably about half a mile north of Airport. If you're familiar with Snow Road out here, there's a Maxwell Place subdivision entrance and a Briarcliff or Briarwood subdivision entrance. It's just to the north of that, and traffic is, of course, stopped in both directions. A lot of people turning around trying to go north, but there's a big line of traffic trying to go south. We do know there were some injuries, or at least reported injuries on the bus. We are not sure we're not sure how bad those injuries were. We do know, according to a witness, they were younger students. But the bus doesn't look quite as bad as the truck, I will tell you that. So hopefully, if there are injuries, they are minor. Now that truck, I'm just looking, I can't tell that the airbag even deployed on that truck. It's an older model Ford, which, by the way, if you have an older model Ford, you might want to check because they are recalling some of those due to airbag problems. Just thought I'd tell you that right now. I don't have anything to do with this event, but we just got that in the newsroom. That older model Fords, a bunch of them are being recalled because of airbag issues. So just tell you that. All right. There is a school board vehicle over here. I'm not sure who is here representing the school board, but hopefully we'll find out something soon. Also MPD, Mobile County Sheriff's Office, and ALEA all out here. And it looks like there's another large wrecker that's here to pull away the school bus. But I'm sure that's what that big truck is for, I would think. Once again, if you're just joining us live, we are about a half mile north of Airport Boulevard on Snow Road, where a pickup truck, has collided with a school bus. Now, when we got here, anyone aboard the bus has already been transported to the hospital or taken to a safe place. We're not sure which school this bus serves. Bus 2055. Here's Pitts and Sons. That's the kind of vehicle that would tow a school bus. So I'm sure that's why it's here. We do not know the extent of injuries or the number of injuries aboard this bus. We have heard there were some. We've heard a number, but because we haven't had it verified, we are not going to use that number. But we have not received any information just yet. There goes, I think, the investigating officer with ALEA. And we may have to wait until their report comes out unless the school board gives us some information. And they are probably working that back at the station right now. And I'm sure just as soon as we get something, we'll be posting it online and also on the air. And I'm going to check my phone to make sure that I haven't received any information already that I can share with you. Sometimes we get things immediately, other times we don't. And it takes a while to find out who can speak with us. Okay, so I'm going to pause for a moment as we're getting ready to go into our newscast. So I am going to connect with our station, and in just a little while you'll be able to watch us on NBC 15 with more coverage of the school bus accident on Snow Road that happened this afternoon involving a school bus and a pickup truck. And yes, there are some injuries. We're waiting to get some information about how many and the severity of them. We'll be back with you in a moment. All right, and we are going to be changing batteries in our audio, so don't panic if you hear us go out for a moment. sorry.
All right. Call it 251-652-1222.
Hey, Dustin Darwin. So you're going to have to get top 5, right? Okay, well, we're still 3. Okay. Call in Ivan. You have to call John Ivan first, okay? Hey, Google, call Ivan. IFP. Hey, Google, call IFP. It's a matter of time. Well, I mean, down 55588. Okay, I mean, I should have it on my phone. Call IP3. Oh no. Okay, there we go. Okay, can you hear me?
Sorry, that was poor choice of phrasing on my part.
Oh, no problem. You can hear me now, right? Can you hear me?
I can hear you. Can you hear me?
I can hear you. Yeah, I'll be. So we just found out that 3 students and the bus driver were transported. Minor injuries. Good. Okay. All right. So we're gonna have to be able to show it all, right? So let's start with from Renee. Okay. Good.
Go that way.
Okay. Let's start here, and then I'll walk you over there. Okay.
Kim, are you quick on that script?
Is it little black dress day, and I didn't get the memo? I said it's a little black dress day, and I didn't get the memo. I keep thinking I'm seeing the same person.
Yes. Be all cooked today. All right, if you could just take that line out then, or skip it, either or.
And Dustin, are you going to have any video, or is it all just live?
We rolled on you earlier. We will have video. We have 59 seconds for you to use.
Okay. I'll call for it. I'll just say, now here's the scene a few minutes ago when we first got here.
Okay, we will follow your lead.
All right. Because the pickup truck's about ready to go in a minute, I think.
We're going to ask you about the injuries, okay?
Okay.
I relayed. All right. One.
Okay.
30 million
Yeah, Andrea, what we can tell from the school board is that there were 3 students that were injured and the school bus driver. These are minor injuries, thank goodness. And what we have, we're going to show you the scene quickly here and then talk a little bit more about that. You see the school bus here on the right side of the road on Snow Road, about a half a mile north of Airport Boulevard. And then you can see there's a pickup truck on the back of this vehicle here. This is, of course, a tow truck from A1 Record Service. And a few minutes ago, you'll get a little better lay of the land. We're going to show you some video that we shot when we first got here. There is heavy damage on that pickup truck on the driver's side and damage to the school bus on the driver's side. And my guess is, and I'm just guessing here, that they were going in opposite directions when one must have strayed into the other's lane, because that's what it looks like. But we have no confirmation of any of that right now because ALEA, state troopers, are here working this scene. They were the ones that will be writing up this report. They are still in the process of gathering that information. So right now, we don't have anyone really to talk to at the scene because they're all busy. I did talk to a lady who walked by me from the scene who went to see if she could help, and pretty much told me that there were a lot of small children on board. That's all we know, except the bus driver was injured, 3 students injured, but not seriously, thank goodness. We don't know about the driver of the truck, but we'll get more information as we can. In the meantime, we are live here on Snow Road. Darwin Singleton, NBC 15 News.
Gentlemen, thank you. A million coastal Alabama to enhance parks and improve access to the...
Okay. Let me see if I can find out what they want to do for 6. But it should be cleared up by 6. We need to get an interview.